What's up guys, Coach MANdler here, Team Swole Patrol. For all you bodybuilders out there who love old school bodybuilding routines, this Flex Friday is going to be for you. What I've got for you today is going to be my answer to the common question I get from my videos asking why I don't plug in a lot of isolation movements whenever I'm training. And the short answer to that is pretty simple. You know, if you look at my goals, which are strength, explosiveness, basically performance, and matching that up with aesthetics, trying to get as jacked and ripped as possible to match that performance gains that I'm going for. I look at training economy and what's going to give me the biggest bang for my buck in regards to the time I get to spend inside the gym. And given my goals, typically speaking, more compound movements that address more muscle groups than, say, an isolation movement, which is going to isolate one muscle group, is going to be a better option for me. But for those of you out there that are bodybuilders wanting to know how you can plug in isolation-based movements while still working on building as much mass and strength and explosiveness all at the same time, this routine is going to be for you. So without further ado, let's get started on today's Flex Friday bodybuilding tribute.
All right, the first thing we've got on the docket is going to be 5 rounds of push-ups done in 5-second intervals, doing as many as we possibly can. Think of this, if you're a bodybuilder, as an extended warm-up. This is just going to be 100% geared towards setting the table for the meat and potatoes, getting our muscles activated so that we can do the bulk of our work for the core lift, which is what we have right now. This is what we're doing to focus the bulk of our gains on, all right? So if you're focusing on building as much size as possible, this is going to be great for you. Eccentrics, slow eccentrics like you see here are going to be responsible for far more growth than just the typical touch and go reps. And especially at the rep range that I'm doing them at, somewhere in like I'd say the 60 to 75% of your 1 rep max in the bench press is the weight that you would want to have on the bar. And I do these for, I want to say in between 3 to 5 second negatives. That is going to provide a lot of time under tension, which is exactly what you need for focusing on as much growth in your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, and even your upper back as possible. When we're talking about training economy and the benefits of doing compound over isolation, this is the bulk of what we're trying to look at, all right? Never focus on doing any isolation movements right there in the core lift. Just stick with those compound, and that's what you're going to get the bulk of your mass building efforts with. And after that, that's when we can start to incorporate more isolation-based movements. But then again, we want to still focus on building mass. So the way I focus on it is incorporating those isolation movements after our big muscle building compound movements. So what we got here is me just trying to build more shoulder, tricep, and upper back mass. And after doing a set of 10 to 12 reps there, go into a isolation-based dumbbell lateral movement. Okay, that's going to build a lot of muscularity, shape, if you will, but it's also, believe it or not, going to build some mass because you're still focusing on stressing muscle fibers. You're still getting more time under tension. So they might not build as much mass as the compound movements will, but they're still going to continue stressing and continue to focus on building more of the muscle that you're going for. But they're also going to have that side benefit of isolating and focusing on building that more etched out look that you'll want. And the same thing applies when we're doing this type of superset. Doing the incline bench and then going into a cable crossover, though, is going to add the benefit of hitting multiple levels of the same muscle group. So to clarify with that, incline bench, is going to provide a little bit more stress and tension in the mid to upper chest, as well as the shoulders and triceps, obviously. But it's also going to, when supersetted with these cable crossovers, which done at the angle that they're doing are going to hit more of the mid and lower chest, going to give you a more complete roundabout way of hitting the entire area, up, down, inside, and out on the chest. Far superior in my mind to get you a bigger pump and provide more tension in the muscle group that you're hitting than if you did, let's say, incline bench and incline cable flies. And to finish this day off and to work on more mass building as well as strength training with the added touch of burning more fat, we got this complex here. We're doing basically a simple arm superset of dumbbell skull crushers with dumbbell hammer curls. Great way to build mass in your triceps and biceps. But we're then going to throw the wrinkle in of doing something to get our heart rate up. That's going to give us the ability to build more muscle, increase the weak point strength so that we can lift more weight in, let's say, the bench press or overhead press. But when you throw in this wrinkle of increasing your heart rate, you get that metabolic effect as well. And that's something that we all want to do. We want to build muscle, increase our strength, and get ripped while doing so. And if we can do it with this type of training, that's exactly what we want to accomplish when entering the gym.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that Flex Friday routine and want more of the same, do your Uncle MANdler a solid and hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the free tips and routines I'm going to be hooking you up with here on a daily basis. And be sure to pick up your free copy of the Muscle Building Blueprint by simply clicking on that button right there. Look, if you're trying to build more functional, powerful, ripped muscle mass that allows you to look good while being able to kick ass, then this is going to be your ticket. Like I said, it's completely free of charge. You have nothing to lose. Just click on that button. I'll take you to the next page, which breaks it all down for you. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. MANdler out.